The country of Luxembourg, also known as the Grand Duchy of Luxembourg, is located in Western Europe. Luxembourg is a landlocked country bordered by France, Germany, and Belgium. Due to its location, the country has a blend of German and French cultures. The Grand Duchy of Luxembourg is the only remaining Grand Duchy in the world today and has been an independent sovereign since 1839. It is a representative democracy in the form of a constitutional monarchy. Succession in this form of a monarchy is based on heredity. There are three branches of government consisting of executive, legislative, and judiciary. Based on Transparency International's 2016 Corruption Perceptions Index, Luxembourg is considered less corrupt than the United States, with a rank of 10 out of 176 and an index score of 81 out of 100. In regard to political freedom, Luxembourg and the United States have similar rankings despite the large difference in population and GDP per capita. Freedom status is free for both countries, and they both scored ones for freedom rating, political rights, and civil liberties. Based on the rule of law percentile rankings, Luxembourg has a stronger rule of law than the United States. Over the last 5 years, Luxembourg's average ranking has been in the high 90s versus the United States ranking in the low 90s.
Now, let's take a look at Luxembourg's economy. In the 1970s, a mixed trade environment was formalized into what is known as the Luxembourg model. This model is a tripartite partnership between employers, unions, and the government. The primary currency for Luxembourg is the euro. According to the Economic Freedom Index, Luxembourg and the U.S. have a very similar economic freedom rating. Luxembourg's trajectory has been a steady decline in 2000. After the 2008 worldwide market crash, Luxembourg was impacted by the decline in the market and uncertainty surrounding the future. In 2011, inflation had reached 3.7%. As the markets recovered and consumer confidence grew, inflation has steadily declined, and in 2013, U.S. inflation surpassed that of Luxembourg, and as of 2015, inflation in Luxembourg is 0.1%. Luxembourg has a stable, thriving, diversified economy. It has the highest gross domestic product per capita according to the International Monetary Fund. It has over 150 banks, reflecting the strength in financial services. Luxembourg hosts many multinational headquarters, such as Skype, Amazon, and ArcelorMittal are just a few to name. And reviewing the last 10 years, the euro to US dollar has had a higher exchange rate than the euro-Canadian currency exchange. However, in 2014, the Canadian exchange increased, and for the last 2 years, it has had a better rate of exchange than the US dollar.
Looking at the environmental indicators, you notice that Luxembourg ranked higher than the U.S. in water resources and biodiversity. In 2016, Luxembourg ranked number 1 in both of these areas out of 180 countries. Since 2009, Luxembourg has ranked higher than the U.S. in the EPI. In 2016, Luxembourg ranked number 2 out of 178 countries in the Environment Performance Index. Globally, Luxembourg ranked number 5 legal and political, number 7 physical, and number 6 intellectual. The U.S. globally ranked number 22 legal and political, 15 physical, and number 1 intellectual. The strengths that Luxembourg have is that they are the highest GDP in the world. They're the third best country for business efficiency. They have the largest financial sectors in insurance, banking, and fund management. They have highly skilled workforces and a high level of regional integration that makes them an attractive destination for investments. They have great opportunities for employment, cross-border businesses, and establishing new businesses. A weakness is that they are a small and open economy, making them very vulnerable to external shocks. They are dependent on financial sectors, and they have future fiscal impact on aging population. Some threats are that they have low taxes, attracting significant number of e-commerce companies that can reduce government revenue. They have increased international scrutiny on tax regimen that could hurt its attractiveness in multinationals.